Hi, my name is Gray.
My name is Ray.
And you're listening to Scawy.
We are having some audio stuff going on so if the audio is weird this week,
I'm sorry.
So sorry.
So.
I hate that you brought it up before we started because I have so many thoughts off the bat.
I accidentally brought up my pick before the episode started, but we can talk about it in a second. But make sure you stick to the end of this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Because we've got a little treat for you because we've been going off a little bit on YouTube Shorts and TikTok and Instagram.
Having fun, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when people be...
not watching the whole video and comprehension skills are, you know.
Well, I wouldn't even go that far. People just, like the internet does, people take the information in front of them and they react and use very little critical thinking.
Yes.
And so they comment, and even that, most of the comments I'm going to bring up are just people being trolls, and I love it. Hey, I love it. Because I get to troll you back. I do not troll. And this is what I was going to say in the car, but I wanted to wait. I do not troll people. But the moment you start trolling me, that gives me permission to say the stupidest shit to you. Because you've started a beef that doesn't matter.
And that's my favorite thing is...
Sorry, that might have peaked.
The way that... Yeah, I was thinking that too. The way that none of it matters, none of it's that deep.
It's
but in
not
comments,
that
it gets so deep. Anyway, we'll talk about the end.
Oh, mine are going to be so funny.
But just stick around for some hate comments. They're great. So I'm going to start out with my pick.
Okay, yeah. So let's start out with Grayson's pick.
So this was my favorite TV show as a kid. My favorite Nickelodeon show. Zoey 101.
Fun fact, did not care for Zoey 101. Never watched a single episode.
I loved it. I watched every episode because I was so obsessed with the thought of like being an adult. And so in Zoey 101, there are kids that would go to a boarding school that basically live in the college life.
I don't know why, but when it came to TV shows, was not a live action person. I say that. I loved iCarly. So I don't know. I really don't know why Zoey 101...
that you don't like live action.
Huh?
That tracks that you don't like live action.
Well, I like it now. Probably the first live action movie I remember thinking, oh my God, these are actually kind of cool, was the Captain America movie, the first Captain America movie, which is rough. The American propaganda is rough.
Well, Zoey 101 was great. The finale of the whole thing was this big, like, long episode where they all, like, I don't know. It was just, I love the show. Anyway, this was in the first or second episode.
Fuck.
And this is a clip. I'll talk through it while it happens.
Real quick, because it's going to flash up right here, what I'm looking at. This was me on Monday in the ER when they gave me a catheter.
It gets worse. It's a little scabby.
Why are you taking off my shoes?
I'm going to cure you by applying proton impulses to the soles of your
So Dustin, Zoe's little brother, is feet are locked in a footboard of a bed, and Quinn, the like mad scientist crazy friend, is tickling his feet with electricity because he's sick, and this is her way of trying to make him feel better.
No.
You said this is supposed to be adults?
No, I'm saying this is kids living as adults, and that was what I really wanted as kids.
This is kids living as adults.
This is what I thought
a kid
adults
strapped
did.
to a bed getting shocked and tickled.
So that's it. That was scary as fuck as a kid. We already know from the past that I have a big problem with like
Feet?
Yeah. Well, this is Dan Schneider too.
I didn't think about Dan Schneider. That's scary.
That's scary. Oh, we should unpack that in another episode.
We should have a couple episodes that are dedicated to just scary like controversies in media. That's what's up.
It'll be good. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
So we already know that I can't handle seeing. As a kid, I couldn't handle seeing people like tied up. I hate putting it like that, but I ended up seeing people restrained. I just couldn't handle. Now, anyway.
I hope that this image is still on the screen.
Yeah, it's gonna stay on the screen.
Funny.
We're at 40 seconds.
This is also me when I got my catheter put in.
The face he's making. So I have a little bit of like fun facts about this. What really was scary to me is electricity, being shocked, and tickled. Obviously, I couldn't handle tickling either. This is a collection of all of it. The tickle belt from Spongebob, being tied up and restrained from, what was that? I don't know.
I also can't remember, but I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, my previous picks. So...
This is the culmination.
Yeah. Any feelings before I get into my fun facts?
So if you ever use this information against me, I will genuinely punch you, because I do not tell people I am extremely ticklish. Extremely. But here's the thing. I flail when
I do too.
I like, when I say I'll punch you, it's because I will do it like instinctively. And you'll like touch my armpit and I'll go bam. It's like
So I also, when I was a kid, I kind of was thinking the same thing when I picked this, is my parents used to like, I'm sorry, mom, dad, used to hold me down and tickle me, and I'm freaking out.
My brother would do the same shit.
And so to teach them a lesson, one time I was like, I'm gonna kick you if you do, and I knocked my fucking dad out doing it. So no.
I never knocked out my sibling, but I would give him bruises from how hard I would fight back, because I'd be like, get the fuck off me. Anyway, yeah.
My first fun fact was I used to hate tickling. And the second one was I always had a big fear of being tied up. Okay, so third one is Paul Butcher. That is the name of
the child.
Dustin. Yeah, Zoe's little brother in the show. Looked up Paul Butcher now. He's on TikTok making thirst traps.
And it's just this.
It's just him and his feet getting electrocuted as an adult.
I hate you.
So this is Paul Butcher's thirst trap now.
You get a little buzz on, I got a Woody, and then you're gonna have a friend in you.
Why is this the thing you brought up?
I didn't listen to the audio, I'm not gonna lie. I just found this video. But I did when I was I don't know.
Yeah.
I just hate that he's making thirst traps now.
Yeah, this is another Scawy aspect of 2000s nostalgia.
Is we can see what they look like as adults now. Yeah, and we can see what they're doing with their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look what happened to Baby Bop.
Oh, fuck. So, speaking of the set.
Oh, yeah.
The reason I'm bringing on a new set piece, a cardboard cutout of Britney Spears receiving...
Is that for this episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Jamie Lynn Spears is Zoey. Yes.
I didn't realize... Why? Anyway.
Yeah, so her sister plays the main character in the show. The big controversy was... the reason the show ended was because Jamie got pregnant.
I remember this being a controversy, but like I said, never watched Zoey 101, so it didn't matter.
Wasn't, like, big in your head. So yeah, it's like I was upset with the show, and I didn't know like till I was an adult that because she was pregnant. Anyway,
she was a kid being too much of an adult.
Yeah.
Too far.
If I could get pregnant, I would be pregnant right now. So, big news for all you Zoey 101 lovers out there.
Brittany, how do you feel about Zoey?
There's going to be a Zoey 101 reboot.
Oh, God.
And here's what it's called.
Okay.
Can you guess?
It's called Jamie Was Pregnant.
It's called... you think our kid's going to be in it? No, that'd be wild. It's called Zoey 102.
She's in a new dorm.
And it's a full-length movie. It's not a reboot, it's just a movie.
Okay. Better than, I think, the iCarly option that they went with. Which
I just didn't love that.
I didn't watch it.
I watched one episode and didn't like a single bit. Their acting, okay, here's my hot take. Their acting did not get any better.
I'm not shocked. Because
the same.
Because the thing with film, the thing with acting is that, especially in the film industry, sometimes it happens in the theater, but I'm just going to talk about film right now. Typecasting is a big thing. And that's why a lot of child actors don't go past being a child actor, because they have been taught to act in a certain way that it's hard to adapt once you become an adult. And people, and also on the other hand, people don't want to hire you because your image is always going to be associated with your child acting.
Yeah, true. Because,
so it's the combination of those two that I'm not shocked that their acting hasn't really gotten different. I never watched the iCarly show, but I will say I have seen the clip of Miranda Cosgrove saying fuck, and good on you, bitch. Your favorite curse word is fuck?
My
Same.
favorite curse word is fuck. I love that.
Probably fuck.
Probably fuck. You heard the remix of that? It's pretty good. I think that was it.
Do you have anything else?
I can't remember.
102? Anything else about 102?
102. I'm excited about it. I
will not be seeing it with you.
We're watching it on Scawy.
I will have no connection.
I will have a conniption.
You know what? That's when Anthony will come back. You can watch it with Anthony.
Hell yes. Anyway.
I miss you, baby. Mr. Chicas.
Miss you, baby.
Miss you, baby chicas.
Miss you, baby chicas. Cheek ass.
Anyway.
Okay. So that was my pick. I would love to see your pick.
So it's my turn?
Yes.
All right.
I look really gay when I sit like that.
Okay. So we've got another SpongeBob pick for all y'all.
I'm so excited.
I was looking for a specific clip but could not find it. But in looking for it, I found this clip and was reminded of how scared it made me as a kid. Like, genuinely terrifying.
I can't
all right.
wait.
I'll be honest, this whole episode scared me.
Okay.
And if you remember the episode, I think you'll get it.
Okay. Fuck. Yes.
If you're Patrick, then who's that? A real gorilla? Huh?
Oh my god.
This is so scary.
So a realistic man in a gorilla suit just came out of a fake Patrick and is now shoving Sandy and Patrick in a bag
and then beating them to death.
the shit out of them, and SpongeBob is inside by himself just watching with his
scared
3
little
lonely
bitch.
friends.
With his penny, his chip, and his, what is it, napkin?
He is teabagging them. Oh my god. Yeah, so anyway, SpongeBob was watching his friends get murdered. You know what I always thought about? Sandy has a glass dome in there.
Oh my god, so
is a bag full of starfish,
them.
squirrel, and glass.
Yeah, absolutely shattering them.
And it just, I think really what scared me though was the uncanniness of like a realistic monkey being in
Because I think
the
this was
animated
the
world.
first time that we saw that kind of combination as a kid.
And it definitely
became like a
freaked me
big
out.
thing in SpongeBob. They used it a lot. But this was our first time seeing that.
Well,
so,
and I won't say it, but the clip I was going for also, it's a realistic thing all of a sudden in the middle of it.
Episode, but I'm excited.
And yeah, so it definitely was probably the most jarring part of early 2000s media was them trying to develop their animation in a way that was interesting.
I think.
Oh wow, he had to wait for the school bus to turn, so he got mad.
I think this episode kind of made me feel uneasy. It put me in I have a thing where I get in a weird headspace after I watch odd media. Like after watching Hereditary, the movie, couldn't
good one.
Like process for a week. Anyway, so this episode kind of put me in a weird headspace as a kid for a little bit. And here's why. Look at this scene right here. We got SpongeBob sitting with his 3 lonely friends in a spotlight. I felt really lonely in this scene. Like they did a good job of just like the little spotlight lighting. Everything else like didn't exist, and I felt really depressed after watching this episode.
And I think what it does is it really calls back to my anxiety, like my social anxiety, or like because I did not have a good time making friends around this age. So like I think this scene where it's really dark and all you see is SpongeBob by himself and trying to like connect with nothing, that it really hones in on that loneliness as a kid that we all experience watching SpongeBob by ourselves. And so like I think I get that, and I think it calls back onto that. Yeah, I mean I don't have anything else for this clip, I'll be honest.
I mean, that was a good one.
You had a lot of planned out stuff to talk about with Zoey 101, but
because I usually don't plan out shit, so I was like, let me go ham this time. So
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that one. That was rough.
Yeah, it's a bit scary. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So let's talk about some hate comments.
Yeah, so now we're going to talk about hate comments on a thing. I get to go first.
Yes.
Because I went last. So Grayson looked at YouTube comments, and I looked at Instagram and TikTok.
So our like marketing for this podcast has been like releasing a few like clips from it in like vertical format on TikTok, Instagram, Reels, and YouTube Shorts, and sometimes they be taken off on the wrong crowd.
I'm gonna let the conversation we had. I'm gonna let that one go last.
Okay.
Because I want to point out one of my favorites. Oh. They're all, honestly, these are all 3 of my favorites. Really first one, face melting cringe. And you know what?
I agree.
I agree.
That's how I feel when I watch it too.
And I'm so glad that we have that power over you, baby.
I know. You took the time out of your day to let us know that your face was melting from cringe.
I mean, hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. That was my first one. Do you want me to go through all of mine, or you want to switch off?
Here, we'll switch off.
Okay.
So, one of my favorites me and one of my other friends have been quoting a lot is
I don't think this is a hate comment.
No, this one is.
Oh wait.
It's bad video post.
Oh yeah, that one is a hate comment. Yeah, that one is really good.
bad video. It's just so matter of fact. It's just bad video posts. It's kind of like when your parents say you're disappointed. Like, damn.
I made the joke in our group chat when you pointed out. I was like, he's just saying what he hated about it. If he had just listened to the audio podcast, he would have loved it.
I know, but video. It was a bad video post. I'm sorry.
He just thinks we're ugly.
I'll do a little better. Which we've also gotten some comments about our appearance.
Oh yeah, so let me go to that one. That's my next one. So this one's from TikTok, and all 3 of my hate comments are from the same video. It is us discussing. So I can't remember the exact context. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the video that people really don't care for.
Yeah.
So people have been reacting really funnily to this video of Grayson and I talking about how people really do hold a bias against orange hair. They do. And you can, and like, we did not talk about these, but at least I don't think you're going to. There were like 3 different comments for this video that said, haha, gingers don't have souls. And it's like, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's exactly our point.
We're
it's
talking
like,
about
yeah, it's a joke now and no one really thinks that, but like it starts from somewhere.
But the first time it was introduced to me was in a South Park episode. And you know how hard South Park episodes go. Yeah. So I've been able to, like, in the point of the video, the point of the joke, the point of the conversation was I was saying it's weird that people have this like unconscious bias against ginger people. And yes, it is a joke, but it used to not be a joke. Like, no, here's the real version of it that I really don't like. I will slap you like my redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, that still exists.
That's a thing that I have heard multiple times in the last year. And I know that when people say it, they aren't actually saying I hate ginger people. But why does that phrase exist?
It still exists. So like, it's not that big of a deal. Like,
yeah.
I just don't care that much. So we're joking about it.
We're joking about it, and I made a joke about how I'm friends with ginger people, and I'm a goddamn hero because of it.
The joke had so many layers. It was so good.
And so I think people just don't understand what we're talking about, and it's because Grayson left out the context.
But
and
that's
fine.
Point. That's the point.
You have to look
so
for
you
the
don't
context.
Watch the podcast. Anyway,
so let me go to this comment.
Yes. Oh my god.
I think it's so funny because they're specifically attacking you. Boo-hoo, you have red hair, cope.
I have red hair?
What?
I have red hair?
That shit orange.
Bitch, I'm a ginger, not a redhead.
Yeah, and I just thought it was really funny because they're like, boo-hoo, you're
Boo-hoo,
complaining about your red hair? And it's like,
Cope.
We're laughing about your red
hair.
hair.
I love that one. Yeah. So I'm going to go to sort of the wild ones that we got on this one.
You give a couple because I only have one more.
Okay, so here's one that says, this clip needs more context, especially for the fact that discrimination and negative ideas on it dates back to the Spanish Inquisition.
And I replied to this one on my personal account, and I'll be honest.
Oh, you're the reply?
Yeah, I'm the reply.
I didn't
because
look at
I genuinely want to know what they're talking about. No, because I don't think that's a hate comment. I think they're
I agree.
I think they're trying to update our education because I'll be honest, I don't know the full history into where the redhead like hate comes from.
Neither do I. And that does sound interesting.
And that's why I was like, I really want to know more about this. Yeah, I wanted them to give me more context, but they didn't, and that's fine. So I don't think that one's less. I think that's less of a hate comment. And
it was just
like
a wild
take.
I don't know. Yeah, it was like he took it deeper than I expected him to.
But
so then
good for you.
Yeah, that's fine. The next one is. If you think having red hair is demonized, you were definitely spending too much time on the wrong side of the internet, meaning Twitter.
Yeah, and maybe demonized wasn't the best word to use there.
It was like a strong word, but it's fine.
But the reason I used it is because of the no soul thing. Because to me, it is demonizing. It's saying you are less worthy because you are less human. And I think that is demonizing in a way. Maybe demonize isn't the right word, but...
Yeah. So this one is one that got deleted.
Oh, yeah.
And we will not let you forget it. I have a screenshot. Okay. So he said, what? You do know the Irish shamrock emoji. We're done pretty dirty. If you are Irish, your relatives are rolling over in their graves. To put down your own people is truly disgusting. I think you should read and gain some knowledge before going on podcasts and embarrassing yourself. If you don't have anything smart to say, don't say dumb shit to fill the void. Good Lord.
Yeah.
And then he deleted it.
Yeah, and I think there's 2 reasons he deleted it. Or there's one reason I think he deleted it, and then I have a comment about it.
Yeah.
One, I think he deleted it because he realized we're not making fun of ginger people. We are making fun of people who make fun of ginger people.
Yes.
But
Which,
also,
you don't even need the context.
he
Like,
reacted so strongly
strongly
that he gives me the vibes of someone who thinks that Irish racism is equal
to
slavery and shit like that. And it's like, it's not. Yes, Irish
the
people
US,
did face heavy discrimination. They had shit thrown at them in the streets, but they were not chained up and forced to act like livestock. So
yeah. So there's a lot of
I know,
layers
and
to
I'm not
that,
saying
too.
that he does think that, you know, because I genuinely don't know.
That's the vibe that we
But
get.
it is the vibe that he's giving off.
Yeah. Wild that he deleted it. But
So this one is on Instagram, and I'm going to talk about the replies too because I think they're funny. This guy said, "You guys don't need a podcast," and I
you're
said,
right, we don't need one.
And I said, "No, duh, but we want one."
Loving it.
What? And he said, "Who wouldn't want to get paid to sit around and talk with your friends? Doesn't mean everyone needs one or wants to hear your conversations and opinions on things. First off, you need to figure out what perspective you're writing from because not everyone needs one or wants to hear your conversations. You're talking about two different perspectives and stupid." Also, we don't get paid. We are college students who are doing this for a class project.
Well, not anymore. We're done.
Yeah, now
So,
it's not a class project. It is a passion project.
Yeah.
And genuinely, we don't do this because I'm going to have more podcasts. And it's not because I think people need to hear what I have to say or
I want to talk about
it's
it.
because I enjoy putting out entertaining content for my friends. And if people get enjoyment out of it that aren't my friends, awesome. And if they don't, okay.
We're having a blast.
And I said but here's how I responded. I said, "Paid? Nah, bro, we love attention." And he did not reply because I think he realized he's engaging with our post. I wish he had kept replying because we would have gotten
kept going.
Yeah, we've gotten so many views on this fucking clip, and it's because all these idiots are commenting.
I'm loving it. I just my wrist popped. I hope you can hear that mic. I don't know. I think I had a take and I forgot it.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Give me a second. What was the comment again? The first comment?
You guys don't need a podcast.
Oh yeah. So I think there's a misconception of how people think podcasts work. Mm-hmm. Anyone can do one.
Yeah.
You can do one on your phone.
Just like anyone have a YouTube channel.
Yeah. So like anyone can have one. Because I saw this TikTok of another podcast doing something we're doing, or they're posting clips of the podcast, and a lot of the comments were like, "Y'all don't need a podcast. Who gave y'all a podcast? This and that." And it's like that's not how it works.
Yeah.
You just like make one. I mean, it's not as easy as just boom, let me whip out my phone and start talking. It could be, but like. It's not like someone came to us and said, "You're funny, here's some money, make a podcast."
Yeah, and I think what we should take away from this comment is we look professional enough that they think someone paid us.
I know. I did take it as a compliment. I did.
We're so professional. Right here at the end.
Yes. Again. Damn
All
it.
right. Well, what's your last comment?
Two that say basically the same thing.
These are not hate comments.
I think they are.
I really don't think they are.
It says, "LOL, these lesbians are wild," and someone says, "A couple of lesbian fellows."
Now,
how do you take them?
I think they're joking about us being feminine men.
I think they're joking about it in like a way a conservative person is like.
I completely disagree because a conservative person wouldn't have the intelligence to call two gay men lesbians.
I think there are smart conservative people out there that are dumb, and I feel like that
That is an oxymoron.
It made total sense though.
And
so
these
we're conservative people.
But no, I genuinely think these people are supportive and that they are just calling us lesbians because we look like lesbians.
I don't think so. But then
This is an actual hate comment.
So I have a history behind this one because
I don't know about the history. I think.
yeah, I haven't told you about this yet.
Oh,
so you're about
God.
to find out here. But this person commented on this video and said something about you, and I deleted it before I showed you. So you might have liked it. I don't know. I'm going to tell you what it said, and you tell me how you feel.
Okay. You know what I just realized? Real quick, before you tell me?
Okay.
That person deleted that we were dusty and greasy.
Yeah! That's about our appearance. They commented on a video and said, these...
They said, "Y'all look dusty and greasy." And it's like...
Y'all look crusty and dusty as fuck.
No, dusty and greasy.
Okay.
I remember because they're oxymorons.
Okay, so this person commented on one video and said, or this video, and said, "Wow, that little boy needs to get better jokes."
Why is that me?
The video was about, you were talking mostly, and
I talk a lot.
and I deleted it, and
Why? Why?
This was our first comment. This was before I knew we were before I knew that we were like gonna engage. And so I didn't want you to like I didn't know how you're gonna feel about it. So I was like, let's just move on.
You said you're trying to save my mental health.
Yes, I was. And
but I love
so
it.
then he went back on the video and commented said, "Wow, liberals are so smart. Thumbs down among like millions of
So you're
thumbs
saying my
down
jokes
emojis."
are smart now?
So I love that we're in his head enough that he went back to the video and said, "Fuck, they deleted my comment. Let me do another one." Thank you for coming back.
He might not have thought we deleted it. He might have thought YouTube reported it. Because YouTube does report it and then hide
But still, we were on his head enough. So
yeah,
he came
either
back
way,
to
he
it.
came back.
Yeah. Came?
Ew. That's my telecom. That was my Teletubby
You
custard. Telecom.
Telecom. No, seriously, what it sounds like when you telecom.
No, but let me reply to that comment. The first one about how I need to get better jokes. You need to get a better sense of humor.
Yeah,
Sorry,
calling you a little boy?
you're calling me a liberal and saying I'm smart. Thanks. Get
And saying
better
you're a
jokes,
boy?
bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Thank you for listening to Scawy.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Scaly.
Keep
we hope you've
commenting.
been
We're loving it.
scaled.
But keep commenting. We're living it.
Oh yeah, please keep commenting.
If you comment, we'll engage with you.
If you
We'll
hate
have a
it,
conversation.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna start engaging with every comment, even hate comments, because
Oh,
we
absolutely.
specifically will like hate comics because we want them. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming.
We find it so entertaining, and here's why.
Also, YouTube loves them too because it's boosting us up.
Yeah, here's why. Because we've grown up on the internet, and we know when something matters. And
Yeah.
trolling comments like that,
Don't matter.
none of them matter.
And they're so fun.
Yeah, and that's why like some of the things you brought up, I did contest them as hate comments because they.
I think I'm just more. I think I'm more cynical. In these
I think you
situations
also
than
like. I think we need to start requesting that people use tone indicators
If
because you
someone's leaving
also had.
a hate comment, they're not ever going to use a tone indicator.
I know.
Because they're the kind of people that don't
So
even
that's
know
why
what
we need
that
to
is.
request tone indicators so when people actually use them, we know.
We
if
know
they're-
it's hate comments. Yeah.
All right. Thank you again for watching this week. We will see you again next week.